Judge Zac coming to you again from the tropical UK, and I'm back with another episode of my How Do You DCC series, How Do You Dungeon Crawl Classics. It's a series that I'm hoping you can use to be able to help you to be able to get DCC to your table and throwing dice as quickly as possible. And in this episode we're going to talk about levels of play. So in DCC you've got your regular low and high level of play, and that's not unusual. You've probably heard that before, but in DCC there's an even lower than low level of play. There's zero level play. So some of the things that I love about DCC is its high mortality and its randomness. These things produce regular knee-slapping moments where you can't believe characters have got themselves into such crazy predicaments. And these two things, the randomness and the high mortality, play together really well when it comes to creating characters. So the way that I describe DCC and its zero level play and its character creation is that, like in other fantasy systems, at level 1 you begin like you're like an American high school quarterback in fantasy times. You know, like you're a local hero. Your name might not be known all across the land, but you're definitely the best warrior or the best wizard in the town. And as this fairly confident person, you are then wading into a dangerous world full of things that will battle with you and maybe kill you. Now in DCC you start as a level 0 character. You're a farmer, you're a blacksmith, a tax collector, you're armed with a long stick and a chicken if you're lucky. And you're tasked with wading into a dangerous world full of things waiting to battle you and almost certainly kill you. So what that means is that as you play through a level 0 adventure, they're called funnels in DCC, you will come out the other side and you will have you normally play a level 0 adventure with 4 characters, and whichever characters make their way through the level 0 adventure, they come out the other side as level 1s, but they aren't, I mean, they might still be sort of your high school quarterback characters at level 1, but they haven't got some half-baked story that you wrote on your own and then read to a table full of players zoning out while they were waiting for their turns to read their own boring backstory. You're a badass. You're a scared badass. You've seen a whole heap of stuff, but most importantly, you didn't write a cardboard backstory. You played it with your friends around a table, and you all shared in it. That's what I really love about the level 0 funnel play in DCC. So when you're choosing a level of play for your first adventure, you're going to want to think about what we've spoken about in the last couple of episodes. What did you like hearing about what was cool about DCC? And what style of play are you going for? Are you going for a free-form sandbox long play sort of thing? Or are you going to just run a one-shot and see how it goes? If you're starting a campaign with some regular players, then a great way to do this is starting with a level 0 adventure, because what I find is that characters can be a real character grinder. Dungeon Crawl Classics, characters can come and go with the wind, but when one sticks around from level 0 all the way up until mid, even high level play, you get way more of an attachment to that character than you ever would have, having some made up story at the beginning, like a novel of a backstory for a level 1 character. You get way more connection from this underdog, coming up from level 0 and going all the way to the end. Now, if you are looking for a level 0 adventure and a great way to start, one of my favorites is Nevin Penderbrook's Perilous Pantry. You can find it in the Sullenland's Adventure Omnibus Guide. This has a whole heap of other adventures in it as well. This is put out by Purple Sorcerer. You can buy Nevin Penderbrook's just by itself, but if you're looking for doing a sandbox sort of thing, this has a whole heap of adventures that you can go through as well. But you can just buy this adventure by itself, and that, I feel, has to be one of the best level 0s. So the reason why I think Nevin Penderbrook's is probably one of the best adventures is it's a level 0, so it's got an extremely high mortality rate. Nevin Penderbrook's also has a heap of really fun DCC mechanics in it that isn't really included in other level 0 adventures. So there are some magic spells that level 0s can pick up, which is huge for a level 0. So if you're not going for a sandbox, long play sort of thing, I would still advise, even if you're doing a one-shot, advise against high level play. And the reason is that these high level adventures, they tend to be a lot more involved. They can be a lot higher mortality rate if the players don't know what they're doing. And so like this one, for instance, this the Making of the Ghost Ring, this is fantastic. This is a great high level play adventure, but it's got 3 parts that can really play out for a long time. I played the first part of that at a convention recently, and the first part took 4 hours. If you're going to pick something for a one shot, I'd say pick somewhere between, like in low to mid level play, which in DCC is between levels 1 and 3. One of my favorite modules to play for lower level play is Tower at a Time. It's a 2nd level adventure, and it's designed to be run in a 4-hour convention slot, and it's got some great classic DCC weirdo content. I love it. So yeah, that's choosing your level of play, but yeah, you can feel free to choose whichever level you want from now on. So I guess that's it, and until next time, I hope that you forgot that you'd left your favorite can of pop in the fridge and it's nice and cold for you next time you get it. See ya.